welcome to my channel. Again, a bigger version of the short video that I did saying law of attraction or law of assumption. I do get a lot of people emailing me and say, but do you teach the law of attraction or the law of assumption? And I will always come back to that person and say, I don't really consider I'm teaching the law of attraction or the law of assumption. I more refer to this as the law of attraction because I just think the law of assumption can lead you down a bit of a dodgy path, as in it can cause a lot of anxiety if you're basing it heavily around affirmations and that sort of thing. So I probably use the law of attraction much more of a term to get people into my videos, because that's the people that are, if you're typing in the law of assumption, you probably will find my videos, but you'll see that I'm not heavy on it, because otherwise, if you're going to see me as a law of assumption coach, then you might expect me to be teaching a lot more heavy stuff, like, you know, really persisting with affirmations and that kind of thing. And I don't, that's not what I do. So this is why I don't refer to myself. I refer to myself as a mindset coach, basically. Okay, what is the difference? I don't see any difference. I see the whole thing as one big picture, and everything, every element of what you might call the law of attraction or the law of assumption is working together. And to me, I'm influencing energy, and I might influence energy with a deep assumption that I have about something, a strong assumption. So energetically, that's what I feel. So that's what I'm going to show back, get shown back. Or I might have a brief wish or a thought about something and influence energy in the moment, and then see that show back to me really, really quickly. You know, if I have a very strong, fleeting thoughts and feelings about things that we want, and they show up in our life, are amazing, because, and the reason that they happen quickly is because there is no resistance around them. They're bang, they're a zap of that energy, and energetically we've thought about that thing and then we've created the energy of it, so we've seen it. And that's how these things happen, really, really simply, and there's no resistance involved, and they might be crazy things and you might call them a coincidence, but they're not. I was having a philosophical discussion with a couple of clients of mine, and we were talking about this, and I was saying to one of the guys, okay, because I'm really open about this now, I have no problem talking about it. I don't try and convert anyone or anything like that, but you know, when people are interested, and they were really interested in it, I think they were, maybe they went away, oh God, she's in that case, I don't know. They seemed interested, and I'm sure that they were, because they're open to debate, and they were disagreeing with me on a lot of stuff, and that's fine, I don't mind that, I have no problem with people disagreeing with me. I don't think that I know it all or anything like that. And I said to them, I don't know what this is, but I do believe that I'm influencing energy, and this is why. So I said to one of the guys, okay, so have you ever wanted something in your life or thought about something briefly and not giving it that much thought, and then it's happening? Well, yeah. And I said, well, then that's it then. And he said, right, okay. And I said, but do you think that that's a coincidence? He said, well, yeah. And this is my thing. I don't know if I said this to them, but this is a point that I make a lot. If that's a coincidence, if it genuinely is a coincidence, would you not think that was way weirder than the fact that you've done that? Because to me, coincidence seems crazy. Coincidence? What, that just happened randomly when after I just thought something? No, I think it's far more sensible to think this because I thought about it. I think it's much crazier to think it's coincidence. So we were having that discussion, and I love it when people are open to that, and I listen to other people's ideas, and you know, and I'm sometimes I might take something on board from somebody else, and think, oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that like that. I'm really, really open to things. But as soon as you start trying to see it as the law of attraction or the law of assumption, you kind of think, oh well, it can't be one. It's got to be one or the other. So I don't believe in the law of attraction. I only believe in the law of assumption, or the other way around. Generally, it's people that are really heavily into the law of assumption don't want to entertain the law of attraction. But really, it's just a label for whatever this whole thing is as a bigger picture. And to me, it is influencing energy, as simple as that. And if you take it back to its simplest form like that, it becomes so much easier to work with, because it becomes a bit sciencey. And if you need that kind of level of explanation, then you can work with that. Okay, we're all consciousness, everything is energy. We know that for a fact. Now that is a fact, that is not woo-woo. We know that I'm energy, that I'm, you know, we know that this ring light is energy. We know that this table is energy. Everything is energy, and energy cannot die. So that's another discussion I was having with the guys. Like, one of them was quite fearful of death, not of death and death happening to him, but the fact that he just wouldn't exist anymore. But we don't know that, do we, that that's the case? But I get it, because my mum's like that, so I totally get it. Actually, I had a much better understanding of my mum's feelings on it after talking to him, because he did explain it better. But if energy cannot die, then we, as a form of energy, cannot really die, can we? You know, this physical form of us, yes, I'm sure that it's going to be something else, but I now have a great belief that if energy can't die, then you know, energetically maybe we change, but no, I don't know. I don't understand death, and I don't want to go into that topic because it's huge, isn't it? And I don't get it. But I kind of do have a different opinion of that now. This topic is huge, and actually let's bring it down to its simplest form. We are influencing energy and nothing more. So the law of attraction, the law of assumption, doesn't really mean anything. It is just a label for the bigger picture, for this whole thing all rolled into one, and I think it is. And like, who's made up, you know, the law of attraction, the law of assumption? Just a person that's made that up. It's not an actual thing, is it? Oh, it's the law of attraction, it's the law of assumption. A person at some point has made that up, and then we've all gone with it, you know. So if you take it right back, like I said, to its simplest form, then it becomes much, much easier to think, well, labels don't mean anything. It's whatever it is to me, and you can make up some random name for it, and that would be cool, because that's what would work for you. But to me, I call it the law of attraction because I want people to watch my videos, and if I just start talking about energy, I don't think the right people would be here. It would be people that kind of thought, what the hell is she talking about? More science-based, that would just think I was talking pseudoscience. So I have to be mindful of that. So I do use that title. I do use that title in my books as well. But again, it is just a label to me. It doesn't really mean anything. So if you come away from there being rules, because if you do see it as law of attraction, law of assumption, you are going to think, oh, there's rules here for the law of attraction, there's rules for the law of assumption to making it work. There are no rules. And sometimes people will say to me, but you're contradicting yourself, because on one hand you're saying this. So a lot of the time now I say I can force myself onto a road just like that, onto the reality path that is leading me to whatever it is that I want. I can feel that. I really feel it. But on the other hand, I talk about acceptance. But so some people will say, well, that's completely contradictory. Well, maybe it is to you, but it isn't to me, you know, because I can just go with whatever, because I just see no rules whatsoever. I can force myself onto that path, and then part of me will go, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So that's my acceptance. But I need that. That works for me. I don't do it so much now, I must admit, as I used to. I don't accept so much. I do accept it, but I don't kind of bring it into the equation, if you know what I mean. I just kind of know that I do, and that's that. I'm definitely getting better at that. This is a growth process, honestly, just you will grow with it. But if you set yourself rules and you set rules that you think are actually in place, then you will struggle to a point. You won't go with the flow with this, and it is all about going with the flow. And you go with the flow by not labeling it in your head, you know, by not thinking it's this or it's that. It's just think what is it for you? What do you think it is? That's really all that matters. It doesn't matter what I think it is or what I say it is, because what I say it is what I say it is to me. I'm struggling to concentrate a bit today, and I do apologise, and that's because I was so tired when I woke up. We've been away for a few days, and I woke up this morning, I've never been so tired, I don't know what it was, and I was like a zombie. So I've come back and put my makeup on so that I look more presentable, but then I couldn't even be bothered. I just thought, I've got the energy to do it, and my eyes are very like, you know when you get really tired and your eyes get gritty, they're really like that. I don't know what it is. I had a couple of drinks last night, but I don't know, something's going on. Really don't feel myself today, so I am struggling slightly, and I think that's coming across a bit, I'm sorry. But there you go. Let's take the labels away from it, and let's just even put your own label on it and call it something, even if it's something crazy, but it only means something to you, it doesn't matter. I think rules are really restricting in life anyway, aren't they? Let's face it, you know, rules are made to be broken, so they say. So yeah, that's my opinion on law of attraction, law of assumption. My opinion is it's nothing. It's just influencing energy. They're just two labels made up by normal people, you know, not sort of, so this is what it is. No, you know, there's no great God that's looked down and said the law of attraction, the law of assumption, you know, it's just what we've done. So if a person has said that, then you equally can call it something different if you want to, think of it differently. Come away from the rules, and you can be a rule breaker with this. It's absolutely fine. It will still work for you better if you become a rule breaker, it really will. Because the rules are somebody else's rules, what somebody else has put in place and said is the way to do it. Like with me, I'm not telling you this is the way to do it, I'm just saying this is the way I've done it. And if it helps you, then awesome. But if it doesn't, then I'm not for you. Because there are no rules. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm an author. My books are listed below. I'm also a coach. My coaching is available to book online. Email coaching you have to inquire about because it does get a bit out of control sometimes. I have to rein it in. There is a bit of a wait list, not huge for email coaching, bigger for Zoom coaching. There's not loads available, but there is some available. And also there is a members area. I always forget to say this, and it's because I'm looking at what I can do with this and sort of changing it slightly. But there's a members area on my website. You can go along, you can join, scroll down to the bottom of the coaching page. You can join for free. You'll get about 75% of the modules there for free. You'll get access to the members hub for free, which is like a little forum. It's a bit like a Facebook group, I suppose, where you can just go on there and ask questions or give advice, that kind of thing. All of that's free. If you want to upgrade, you'll get discount on all of my coaching apart from email coaching, and you'll get discount on personalised subliminals. You'll also get access to a little section on each module which says Ask Evie. So you can talk to me, you can ask me questions about the particular module, and I'll come back to you, giving you some advice. You can just ask me any old random question if you like. I'll get back to you in about 2 to 3 days. And if it goes longer than that, it's because I've missed that message, so just give me a nudge. What else do you get? You get access to more modules, obviously, with that, and you also get access to a library of subliminals and meditations, and that is growing all of the time. So I think there's 6 on there at the moment, but that will just keep growing. I'm due to put a load more on there in the next couple of weeks, actually. So I think people are enjoying those. I think they are particularly useful, and they're always the things that I know that people have asked for, basically. People have told me that they're struggling with. So then if I get a lot of that from people, then I think, okay, that's a good subliminal, that's a good meditation, and that will go up there. You can also buy subliminals or meditations on my website. And that's that. Thanks for watching.